Good morning and welcome to the 8:15 Daily Operations Weather Brief. This morning we are seeing mostly clear skies with cool temperatures and a slight breeze out there, making way for a rather unproblematic day ahead. Our temperatures do look to rise into the low 40s, with winds expected to continue diminishing throughout the working hours, and we can also anticipate these dry conditions remaining throughout the forecasted period ahead. Now, taking a look at this morning's surface analysis, we can see here that we do have high pressure off to our south. That is going to be our main weather driving feature for the day, bringing us these light breezes and plenty of sunshine, which will also help nudge those temperatures upwards a few degrees in comparison to some of those more chilly temperatures we have been experiencing here on the shore in previous days. And looking ahead, dry weather does look to hold through Wednesday till we see a region of high pressure that is currently off to our south begin to push offshore come Thursday, and then as a result we'll also see a strong low that is going to sneak off to our north, and that will drag a cold front through. And ahead of that front there will be plenty of moisture, so showers are going to be expected. However, they do look to begin late Thursday night, with the best chances coming in the early Friday morning hours. And additionally, on that, we can't rule out a stray rumble of thunder with that passage. However, once that frontal movement does make it through the area, we can anticipate some clearing and the overall cloud coverage to drop off on the backside as we move through the end of the day, Friday, in which we'll also see those near average temperatures continue. As for our current weather observations out on the field, we do have a few clouds at 25,000 feet with unrestricted visibility. Winds are out of the southwest and remaining light at only about 4 knots, with a temperature of 27 degrees being observed and relative humidity around 68%. Now, looking at this morning's satellite imagery here, not much to make a note of. We do have that high pressure overhead keeping most cloud formation under bay. We do see a little bit of orthographically driven cloud formation out towards the mountains, but other than that, we should remain mostly clear for today, with maybe a few upper level clouds passing by. And that will lead us to a model analysis run for today. This is a high-resolution loop or a high-resolution model on a 24-hour loop. This is the HRRR, which has us modeled to remain dry for today and tomorrow. So no real concern for any precip as of the next 48 hours. And that will bring us to the 24-hour forecast, in which we do have a few clouds out there in the upper levels out on the horizon. We do anticipate the overall picture today to be mostly sunny, maybe a few clouds continuing to mix in, and that will persist throughout much of the 24 hours ahead. And for our temperatures today, they do look to climb into the low 40s, with our winds currently light and expected to remain as such, turning variable throughout the working hours this afternoon. And then we'll see a gradual upwards trend as we move through the day, and we do have greens across the board for no weather-related risks in the 24 hours ahead. Now, looking at the short-term weather risk chart here, on Wednesday we can anticipate cloudy conditions as well as it being slightly breezy and a high of 52. Do have a little color on the board indicating the chance of a wind advisory. Then Wednesday night, partly to mostly cloudy and a low of 35. And come Thursday, we'll see cloudy conditions back once again and a high of 58 with greens across the board for Thursday. And that is going to conclude the daily weather operations brief. We'll be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a great day.